Here is the first image. I know. Look at this thing. This is 100%. Option Command I for the image size dialog box. And you can see this, it says it's 4 by 6 inches, but we need to be working, this is pixels per centimeter, so this probably came from Europe. We need to be working at pixels per inch. And let's change everything. Well, we have to turn on resample in order to change this to pixels. And now you can see it's 320 by 480 pixels, and we need 5,700 pixels. So this is quite an upsample. Now, if you were doing this in Photoshop, the first thing you need to do, if you don't believe me, is turn that resample box off, change that to 300. And then you can see the size of this image at 300 pixels per inch, which is the resolution for the district print shop, where we've got an image that's 1 inch by 1.5 inches, approximately. It's a little bigger than that, but that's crazy. Okay, and then if you want to resample this, we click OK, Option Command I. You want to upsample this, you have to turn this on, and then you can turn the width up to 13 inches. And then you'll have to crop this down. And when you do, you're going to find all kinds of artifacts in here on these edges when you look at this, and it looks crummy. Instead, what we're going to do, I'm going to close that and not save it. Instead, we're going to switch over to Illustrator, and I have a 13 by 19, but instead of 300, this is 72. And then I'm going to switch to the Finder and just drop this picture in here. Okay? Pull this down, pull this down, and then with it selected, well, before I do the image trace, let me show you another trick. Click on the Artboard tool, double-click on your image. The artboard becomes the size of your image. I've shown you that before, but you got to know it. Now, with this selected, don't embed it. Go to Image Trace. Don't click this button. Come to this little pull down. Click on High Fidelity Photo. And did that worked already? Usually you see a little processing. We're going to expand this, and we should see a bazillion vectors. There they are, the bazillion vectors. All of these things now, they're no longer pixels. This is a vector image. Now I'm going to copy that, jump over to Photoshop, and open up a new document that is inches. That's 13 wide, 19 high, and 300 pixels. I hit Tab to get between those. Okay, click OK. Command V to paste as a smart object. And now I'm going to zoom out because I want to see what I'm doing a little bit. And I'm going to grab a corner, but I'm not just going to start pulling on it. I'm going to hold down Shift to constrain it and Option to resize from the center. I'm going to come out until we got it just about right. I went a little bigger because I wanted to cover the entire area. Hit Return. And now if we zoom in, we're not going to have a very pleasant surprise. Command 1 to view this at actual size. And you can see we've got holes where part of the image is missing. This is typical for tracing an image. You'll quite often have these little areas where you're missing information. Command 0. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to deal with that, and then how to deal with all of this. Command 1, all of these lines. I mean, do you really like them? You might think it's cool, but this is going to be much more beautiful if all this is smoothed out.